that he put his life on the line several times trying to prove that he was just as good as this crew that he was running around with, to get away from some of the bullying of the older kids. But it wasn't until he met a teacher and a coach that made him realize. And that could be a pastor.
Amen. Yes.
That could be a youth group counselor or a counselor at camp. That someone else to speak into that person's life.
Absolutely.
You know, mom and dad
Yes,
mom and dad are telling us these things, but you know, they're just mom or dad. How many times you've had a kid and you tell the coach if they're playing for us, just say something to them about it.
Mama.
You know, and it's such a truth. And so the teacher and the coach made him realize that he was being controlled and manipulated.
Amen.
And how they were actually pushing his buttons and making him do actually what they wanted him to do at that particular time. And so he was able to get past the bullying through his parents. He has a great mother who's a praying mother, devout Christian. And the father is a stand-up guy too during the week. But on the weekend, he drinks and terrorizes basically the family on the weekend. And so Joseph is a kid of great character.
Amen.
He gets his character from his mom and his work ethic from his dad. He's a hard-working kid in school too. A lot of principles are being taught in the home, but he lives in a very rough area. How often do we know kids, people, adults who have good moral fiber being taught very good principles, godly principles, but when they get out there, and when they're around others, sometimes they tend to side with those individuals that they're running the streets with.
Yes.
And so you would hope that in that moment of decision making, in book 2, over the tracks, Mama is talking to Joseph, and she makes the point that, you know, Joseph, there'll always be a moment for you to do the right thing, to make the right decision. And you need to take advantage of that moment. So to all of those who may have gotten in trouble at one point in time, many of them will tell you there was a moment when I thought I shouldn't go, or I shouldn't be there, or I shouldn't do it, or I should leave. If you were to question many of our individuals, brothers and sisters that are incarcerated, they can go back to one of those times when they said, you know, something told me not to go, or something told me not to get involved or to leave. And that's, you know, he speaks, you know, in that still small voice. And that's what Mama is trying to instill in Joseph. To if you can't get away, just take a moment and take a couple deep breaths. And decide and err on the side of righteous. You know, sometimes we can be right in a situation, but is that the righteous thing to do?